like a real privilege to witness, and I wanted a whole night of that. So I haven't heard any of these people play live, these folks play live. It's just been videos, and I got the privilege of seeing them during the sound check, but I'm really excited to see a whole set from everybody. I gotta look at my notes for a second. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Artichoke is a nonprofit, and your ticket at the door goes 100% to Artichoke, so thank you so much for that donation. Tonight is a fundraiser for them. And the artists tonight are donating their time, so if you feel like you'd like to contribute to the artists directly, there is a tip jar right here in front of the stage. And if you're shy about coming up in front of the stage, at the end of the show, we'll have it more towards the bar so you could be more stealth about it. Yeah, and Artichoke is a listening room, so they ask for you to silence your cell phones, get your drinks, use the bathroom in between artists or when I'm talking, but if you can, not while the artists are playing. There is a bathroom right here, but there's also two more. If you go through the curtain, make a left, go through the music room, there's one bathroom there, and there's another upstairs. And there's going to be a 10-minute break after the second act. I think that's it. So I'm so excited I can see y'all. So the first act is actually my duo. We're called Wild Embers, and I'd like to introduce and invite Nikki Severson to come up. This is our first show. I'm going to start off with we are going to start off with a song. That I wrote called Open Road. Mom and Dad, if you're watching live stream, hi. All right. Ready? How it all started was a ride in the rain. Open road through the trees, speak our love and our pain. Travel to oceans and rivers afar. Sink our feet in the sand, heaven's water count stars. Back on the road now, where should we go? Spur of the moment, just feeling the flow. Let's climb a mountain and sit in a tree. Just like the birds, I never felt so free. Let's ride into the sunset. Build a fire, stargaze, and let go of regret. Stay right here, one with life, rise with the tide. I feel so alive. Back on the road now, baby, where to? Oh, who cares? It's our favorite tune. Turn the knob up and feel the fresh air. We could be taking the road to nowhere. Baby, won't you sing me back home? Oh, to the place where we belong. Crawled into bed, sinking to sleep. I'll see you in my sweet dreams. Thank you. Thank you. She's going to change the tuning. I'll tell you how we met. We met on Craigslist. I had an ad out for a year, and I was really just focused on manifesting, and it wasn't happening. And then I just decided to take a totally different approach, and I said, okay, I'm going to surrender. Universe, please bring the right person to me. I let go, and I posted the ad one more time, and the next day, Nikki was in my inbox. And I looked at her YouTube videos, and I was just crying. I was so happy. And I told her the story when we met for the first time, and she said she's never on Craigslist, and she just felt this like pull to get on it. And I was the second ad down, so I guess yeah. It does deserve applause.
It does deserve that. This next song, you'd think it's about like a lover or a friend, but it's actually about your connection to your higher power, whatever that may be for you.
Close my eyes tonight. There you are, laying right beside me. Please don't go too far. Just hold me tonight. Hold on tight. Feel my heartbeat while the stars twinkle bright. I woke up today, sun's greeting my face. Your arms still around me. What a beautiful day.
till that organ rain clears. Pull me closer till the moonlight nears. Pull those shades down tight. Let's lay by candlelight. The only daylight I see is the passion in your eyes. Thank you. Puddle on the floor is next, right? Okay. This next song is called Puddle on the Floor. And I wrote it when I had an epiphany about sort of like, I used to kind of be in like a victim role, of, especially with men. And so I had this just like almost like a download where I felt like something happened to me. And I really had this like awakening that it wasn't all like all his fault. And this song came out of it. So this is about like my growth, of just like taking accountability for my own transformation, my own evolution. I forgive myself when I've come undone.
Selfish and self-righteous, blaming everyone but me, you see. And that led me to keep rewriting her story.
That same old story, you know that one,
Where he and she and they, oh, betrayed me that time. Oh, holding on, led to building up walls, pushing away those who love me the most.
so I let it all go. Too heavy to hold.
Blaming my heartache on the days of old. Wanna let it all go, too heavy to hold. Role of the victim of those who wronged me before. One day I became a puddle on the floor. Those things that made me angry didn't matter anymore. I let go of my pride and my tear-stained shame, and I sewed my tattered heart and learned to heal my pain.
The more I forgive, the more I let go.
The light started shining from the depths of my soul. Deeper I love myself, the clearer I see. There's no separation between you and me.
Let it all go. Too heavy to hold.
Blaming my heartache on the days of old. Wanna let it all go, too heavy to hold. Writing the truth of the lies I've been sold. One day I became a puddle on the floor. Those things that made me angry didn't matter anymore. Let go of my pride, my tear-stained shame, and I'm grateful for all those
spitting out lyrics and melodies, and I got to a hotel and like put chords and it was done. And it's never, if you're a songwriter out there, you know that like never happens. But it's a story about when you meet someone and you have this like amazing connection that just feels like two souls. It's called Two Souls Collide. And then I moved, and then that was a bummer. But I moved back, and he's in the audience. So this song is called Two Souls Collide. I'm sorry, guys. I have something in my throat. All right, I'm not sorry, but. Pardon-moi while I do my libation. Ooh, sorry, it's a little bit out of tune, y'all. Sorry. Well, thank you for being such an attentive audience. It's really wonderful to play for a listening audience and with all these like smiling faces.
Yeah, we can actually see y'all too.
Very like comforting.
Yeah. Yes.
I hope it wasn't out of tune. This out of tune the whole time. Okay, here we go. Take two.
Two souls collide with an open heart. What a delightful surprise. Two souls collide, fill each other's cup with the nectar of life. Rising in love, finding freedom within, rewriting their truth to show that love has no end. Has no end. She's on the road, suitcase full of dreams and so in love. He traces her face to call the memory of their soul's embrace. Their soul's embrace. Two souls collide, third eyes connected and bodies intertwined. Two souls collide, fill each other up with trust and light. Rising in love, finding freedom within, to share with the world that love ocean star shine. Ocean star shine. Two souls collide.
All right, we're going to do a little switcheroo here.
So we're allowed to do one cover at these Coffeehouse shows. And it just so happens that the songwriters of this next song are in the audience tonight. They are my parents. Andre Nolan and Tad Talea. They're right there in the second row.
All the way from Austin, Texas.
They've been writing songs together since I was in the womb, and even played live while my mom was pregnant. This song is one of my favorite songs that they've written. It's the imagined history, both beautiful and dark, of this magnificent tree in their backyard. It's called Live Oak Tree. Near the banks of the Blanco River, where the wind blows soft and free, in a sage and cedar meadow, stands an ancient live oak tree. Before the wagons and the wires, when the buffalo still ran free, Comanche babies first saw daylight underneath the live oak tree. Dragon dust up from the radio, cowboys dreamed of liberty, tied their horses by the water, slept beneath the live oak tree. A reckless bravo stole a pony, branded clear with a double E. Ellis brothers caught that poor boy, hanged him high from the live oak tree. Thomas Riley built a cabin, said, Mary Pierce, will you marry me? I will marry you tomorrow, underneath the live oak tree. The oldest man in Blanco County caught the train to eternity, wrote his will on a greenback dollar, said, lay me down by the live oak tree. Flood and fire and bone dry summer, dust so thick you could not see, scarred the land and scared the people. I did not touch the live oak tree. The wind still blows across the meadow, Blanco River seeks the sea. Little children still find acorns underneath the live oak tree.
Thank you. We're the Wild Embers. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much. All right. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Nikki. So something that I treasure in humans and in musicians is the rare quality of sincerity. And this next act is, they're wonderful musicians and songwriters, and they also have this quality of sincerity that just totally stole my heart. And they've come all the way up from Eugene to play for us. They welcome to the stage 13th and Louis.
All right, my partner will be here soon.
Oh,
yeah, I am Louis, actually. You guys are good. Thank you so much for coming. I'll go ahead and introduce the first song while Luke comes on up. This is a song that I wrote inspired by my parents. So this is dedicated to my parents who are watching live stream.
So that's really good timing because we just had a song by someone else's parents.
I know, it is really good timing. So this is just a song about when you're in a long relationship and sometimes you can annoy each other, but it's all worth it in the end. Hopefully. If it's not worth it in the end, then I don't know. No. That's a different song.
We'll just find out, I guess.
Give me a love story that will stand the test of time. I don't need never-ending bliss. I just want your kiss to always be mine. She is the logical one.
He is an artist. She is the responsible one.
He is a recluse. She likes to socialize.
He is a poet. She is the logical one.
She sometimes wishes he would see things her way.
He sometimes feels she ignores what he has to say.
She thinks his hobbies too often fill up his day.
He thinks her calendar only gets in the way.
Some days are longer than others. Some seasons are harder to bear. Choosing to love one another means finding the sun between the rain. Give me a love story that will stand the test of time. I don't need never-ending bliss. I just want your kiss to always be mine. She always always smiles when his art takes on new life.
He is impressed that she knows how to fix his bike.
She loves the justice embedded in his heart.
He loves her kindness, it keeps him from falling apart.
Some days are longer than others. Some seasons are harder to bear. Choosing to love one another means finding the sun between the rain. Some days are longer than others. Some seasons are harder to bear. Choosing to love one another means finding the sun between the rain. Some days are longer than others. Some seasons are harder to bear. Choosing to love one another means finding the sun between the rain. Some days are longer than others. Some seasons are harder to bear. Choosing to love one another means finding the sun between the rain. I don't need never-ending bliss. I just want your kiss to always be mine. Thank you.
Okay, here's a brand new one, world premiere. Time. Let's try that again. Time. Will you be on my side? Will you leave me and fly to the dawn of another day? Time. Will you wait for a while? Will you rest in this smile? Just sit here and stay. Cool summer evenings are here, then they're gone. Cold winter nights set in for too long. Time, will you slow down as I bask in the sun? And when the rains come, move on. When the rains come, move on. Life, will you leave me alone? I've already grown. All my choices are made. Life, what you do with my joy? Is it in your employ? Did we build it to fade? Cool summer evenings, my head in my hands. Cold winter nights when I laid the wrong plans. Life, please remind me to bask in the sun. When the rains come, move on. When the rains come, move on. Burn away the drug of distraction.
I'll wait by the fire, singing the joy and the sadness, the ash and the lyre. Trading the blame and stagnation for what's already here. Moving along with
contentment, acceptance, and fear. Thanks, everybody. So a frequent question we get is, are you and Kristen partners in more than just music? And the answer is absolutely not. I say that because for several years, Kristen, here, happily married for 20 years, would write lovely love songs. And we'd play those, and then we'd follow them up with a breakup song that I wrote. Because that was my life experience. But that's not the case anymore. So this is a song 2 years into a healthy relationship that I wrote about opening yourself up to joy and how hard that is, but how rewarding. Bless their hearts, they thought that we were peacemakers, that everything came easy for us. But in the middle of the middle of the middle of the middle, where we can stand forever, or we might have to sit, or maybe sleep there, where I can't feel you, where we can't feel. Gotta wake up, baby, now. For whatever's on the other side, awaken to the awful hope of morning, turn our eyes as our faith in all the love we found is shaken. Darling, arise, darling, arise. Let me hold you in my ever-failing heart. See the sun at dawn, a beacon of surprise. Let the walls of my protection fall apart. Darling, arise, darling, arise, darling, arise. Call me out, I'm looking for you anywhere. Have we mistaken numbness for peace? But in the middle of the middle of the middle of the quiet, where we can stand together if we're strong enough to try it, where we misread the shadow till we let the torch belie it. Gonna wake up, baby, now. joy abounds, it's coming for you everywhere. You cannot escape it, you cannot, you can't. But in the middle of your question, we can set the hammock in the sunlight just to rest in. And we can turn our faces to the cooling of the west wind. Thank the earth for summer, fall, and winter with a best friend. Gotta wake up, baby, now. No. Gotta wake up, baby, now. To whatever's on the other side, awaken. The only light we need. Thanks, everybody.
So I think in our bio, it says something like our lyrics range from playful to heartbreak, embracing what it is to be fully human. And so our first song was playful, next to maybe in between, and then this one is definitely heartbreak, or it's about heartbreak. It was written after some heartbreak. So, but we hope there's some hope at the end of the song.
They say nothing lasts forever. They say nothing gold can stay. So is it worth even starting? If time will steal it in the end. Second year was harder, and the third was harder again. So I ask you, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Started on this journey with dreams in my eyes.
The future promised you diamonds.
Just another of the future's lies.
And the journey made me stronger. I learned who I am.
But if the road is that much longer,
I wonder if I'll give a damn.
so I ask you,
Was it worth it? Was it worth it? The journey to the spring passes through the rain. The gateway to the substance is built on our pain. Is it worth it in the end when it crumbles in our midst? If by then I've been more human, does it prove I still exist? Thanks, everybody. How much time do we have left?
Good. We can do Rattle 'Em Down.
All right. We have one song left for you. So if you want to buy any of our merch, we only brought CDs, and they're under a different band name because we were a 4-piece, and then 2 of them moved away. So the band is called the Vineyard Collective if you want to buy our CD. We're called 13th and Louis if you want to follow us, what we're doing from here on out. But this song is on the Vineyard Collective CD that you can buy out there. It's us, but there's 2 other people. They're cool.
They just play mandolin and violin, you know.
Yeah, it's not that. Have we made a difference here? Singing our songs for the hurting. But that's all of us, I fear. We hurtled through a different year, and someone invented the piano to play to all the corners here. Help me rattle down the gates. I don't know how to play the trumpet, but that's no excuse to wait. We're dancing at St. Charles and State. I think God invented the parade to welcome in the stranger at the gate. The stranger at the gate. Thanks, everybody. This is a really lovely place to play some music, and having a really attentive audience is such a blessing, so thank you.
Yes.
Thank y'all. 13th and Louis, one more time. Thank you so much. We're going to take a 10-minute break. We'll be back at 8:05, 8:06, something like that. All right, welcome back, y'all. Yes. So this next act actually is, I didn't tell you all this, but it's really the reason I came up with this idea for this night. What? Yes. Because I watched a video. I watched a video of them playing together, and they were so present with each other, and just so attentive and listening so deeply, and I was just magnetized towards that. So I can't wait to hear y'all play live. Please welcome Vince Radostitz and Kacey Farren.
Thank you. Thank you. This, I once saw a really seasoned singer-songwriter introduce a song by saying he hadn't come up with a title for the song yet, and I thought that's a really great trick to get people to listen to the lyrics. And this song has a name. It's called 12 Cars. So there's a different reason to listen to the lyrics, because there are 12 cars hidden in the lyrics of this song. Sitting in the driveway, 5 a.m., windows down. My shift is over behind the ridgeline. The first sunbeam, I close my eyes and I start to dream. The mixtape on the stereo takes me where I wanna go. Out of the driveway to a desert highway and back again on a county road to my hometown. My hometown. Step from the shadow, follow my own compass, find a place where town and country do not define me. Vanquish the legend and look outside. What do you see? The mixtape on the stereo takes me where I wanna go. Out of the driveway to a desert highway and back again on a county road to my hometown. My hometown. I'm just a rebel. I don't fit in here, but my demons do. Escape has such a lure, seems to be the cure when it feels like who you are is where you're from. The mixtape on the stereo takes me where I wanna go. Out of the driveway to a desert highway and back again on a county road to my hometown. My hometown. Mixtape on the stereo takes me where I want to go. Out of the driveway to a desert highway and back again on a county road to my hometown. My hometown.
Thank you. Such a kind room. Thank you. And everybody sounds so good. So thank you to the sound. So great back there. Thank you. Thank you, Chris, for taking care of everybody. Nice place to be. India, for your hospitality.
What you got, Vince?
This is a song called The Last Days of Summer. It's not a happy song. Our place in the sun was deep in the shade. Summer flew by under the old oak tree. So many hours on that tattered rope swing. Floating in the creek was all we seemed to need. Lying in the grass down by the riverside. Promises made, whispered and spoken. The smell of mint in the air, the sunlight on your hair, offered no hint of the ways we could be broken. Dancing cheek to cheek in the moonlight, we lived a lifetime in a kiss, and it felt so right. Every day somewhere in between, forever young and forever 18. Oh, how we would come to hate September. We'd give anything to never remember the last days of summer. A hard rain of tears on our last first day of school. My memories of her will now always be her empty chair that day in class, love just beyond our grasp. Dancing cheek to cheek in the moonlight, we lived a lifetime in a kiss, and it felt so right. Every day somewhere in between, forever young and forever 18. Oh, how we would come to hate September. We'd give anything to never remember the last days of summer. Now you rest in the shade of the old oak tree. The day after Labor Day, forever our mortal enemy. Dancing cheek to cheek in the moonlight, we lived a lifetime in a kiss, and it felt so right. Every day somewhere in between, forever young and forever 18. Oh, how we would come to hate September. We'd give anything to never remember the last days of summer. forever summer, forever young, forever 18.
So pretty, Vince. So Vince is going to tune for a second so we can do this next song. And, Vince and I and Julie, our families were circling around each other through friends and education and neighborhoods and innovation and work and play. And we finally crossed paths one night in a moment of vodka and grief when I went to hear Vince play at our local dive bar in Raleigh Hills. It's a favorite. And he came down after a set and he said, I said, I know all of those songs. And he said, well, do you want to come sing a song with me? And I said, I can't do that. And mutual friend sitting next to us said, go. Vodka and grief, go.
And she did.
And I did. And now it's been a series of, 3 or 4 years of my saying to Vince, I can't sing that. And he's saying,
yes, you can.
yes, you can. This is an example of one of those tunes. We're taking advantage of our cover opportunity tonight because we love singing great music from great singer-songwriters and making them our own. That's part of the folk tradition, right, Vince?
Yes.
So this is a cover of a tune that you might be able to spot, especially if you have children of a certain age.
If you're familiar with the great Hollywood musical Shrek.
And I'm going to do my best here with this.
Me too.
See if you can spot this one. So she said, what's the problem, baby? What's the problem? I don't know, but maybe I'm in love. Think about it every time I think about it. I can't stop thinking about it. How much longer will it take to cure this? Just to cure it, 'cause I can't ignore it if it's love. Makes me wanna turn around and face it, but I don't know nothing about love. Oh, come on, turn a little faster, darling. Come on, the world will follow after. Come on, 'cause everybody's after love. Oh, I'm accidentally in love. So I said I'm a snowball running down into the spring that's coming. All this love melting under blue skies, belting now, sunlight shimmering love. Oh baby, I surrender to strawberry ice cream. Never ever end all of this love. Well, I didn't mean to do it, but there's no escaping your love. Oh, these lines of lightning mean we're never alone, no, no. Come on, move a little closer, darling. Come on, I wanna hear you whisper. Come on, settle down inside my love. Come on, jump a little higher. Come on, if you feel a little accidentally, I'm 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 accidentally in love. Accidentally in love. Thank you. What's next, Vince?
I'm going to try and tune and tell the story about how this song came about, which is going to be really hard. But this song is another song that was kind of written by a parent. It came when my mother-in-law passed away suddenly. And as you do, the family gathered in Julie's parents' house. And her dad told us stories, and we all swapped stories and lies and jokes about Marilyn. But mostly we listened to Dave tell the stories of their 64 years of marriage and how their life started in Texas and brought them to the West Coast. And at the end of that week, it was time for the memorial service, and Dave asked me to sing a song, but he couldn't find one of the songs that I already knew that wasn't too sad. He said, it's just too sad, it's too sad. So I sat down the day before the service, and I wrote this song. Sorry, I'm not quite tuned yet. I can only do one thing at a time. Actually, I can do two things. I can play and sing.
And listen and run sound and tell jokes.
I stole a great line from a very dear friend and mentor to me. His name's Craig Carruthers.
Anyone know Craig? Yeah.
And he says, tuning is like aircraft maintenance. It's worth the wait. So this song is called Our Time. We left the Lone Star State behind. Only adventure on our mind. The open road in both our hearts. Had a family we'd start. A life together in the West. Started good and ended best. Kids and dogs and cats and farms. Sleeping in each other's arms. When people talk about the hard times, I only think of them as good times that happened in between the great times. We'll just remember them as our time. We always knew we had it good. Other folks misunderstood. We didn't need more than we had. We never thought the times were bad. And even when the skies were dark, we just held hands and made a spark. We made a light from that together, and it'll shine on us forever. When people talk about the hard times, I only think of them as good times that happened in between the great times. We'll just remember them as our time. We never really had it rough. We had each other, that was enough. We loved and laughed until the end. See you again someday, my friend. We loved and laughed until the end. See you again someday, my friend. See you again someday, my friend. I'm not crying.
No, you're crying. I'm not crying. You're crying. Okay, we're all crying. How about that?
Where did I put my... Oh, there it is. Remember I said I could only do one thing at a time?
Wrong.
We are gonna
Bob
test the,
Dylan
we're
does
gonna test the
sometimes show up.
boundaries here of
Careful
what
you
Vince
ask
can
for.
do. This is the first song I ever wrote. We have quite a few people here who have a Eugene connection.
Oh my gosh, the
So-
People's Republic of Eugene is in the house. So many
Yes.
of you.
So I kind of grew up in Eugene, and this song is set there, but not really. And when I'm feeling clever, which is
Always.
always, yes, I will introduce this song as a song that one of my kids will write someday, and it's called Time Machine. If I could just remember the harmonica part. From a local thrift store somewhere west of Eugene, my daddy once bought a secondhand time machine. Made of fine steel and brass, mirrors and windows of glass. Smelled of musty old leather, but it could take you whenever. It took a special kind of fuel, hard to find anymore. He only bought it on sale down at the local drugstore. It turned silver and light into time on a page, one day into another with a click of the shutter. He time traveled when he took his machine, and he discovered how it could take him to a place in his mind or a moment in time that he knew he would visit again. Now in the photos he took that filled a shelf full of books, well, he's a ghost in the mirror unless you know where to look. In the people and places and moments that you see, where they give him away just like he gave them to me. He time traveled when he took his machine, and he discovered how it could take him to a place in his mind or a moment in time that he knew he would visit again. You know, sometimes you take a picture, sometimes a picture takes you to a place in your mind as you travel through time, to a moment that's forever to you. Now that time machine's mine. I took it out for a spin. But every photo I took came back a picture of him. I time traveled when I took his machine, and I discovered how it could take me to a place in my mind and a moment in time that I know he meant me to see. To a place in my mind and a moment in time that I know he meant me to see. One I know he meant me to see.
Vince, everybody.
Vince Radostitz and Kacey Farren, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The last act, you know what? While I have y'all, I want to ask all of the artists at the end of the night, after we've said goodbye, if you don't mind coming up on stage so we can get a group photo. I would love that. Yeah. And I just wanted to say thank you to Christopher at the bar. Thank you to Steve at the door. I don't know if you can hear me. And thank you to Gary, who's doing this wonderful sound and also this live streaming. Thank
Hats
you,
off to Gary. Yes, Gary.
This last act is actually in a full band, a great band, and they are venturing out into duo territory also, and I was curious to see what they would sound like, and they maintain this energy and vitality and tightness of a band just as a duo, and I was really impressed with that, and they're also really great people. They're coming up. They are called the Prairie Benders.
Thank you, India.
See if I learn how to put my guitar on. You said you were leaving, you didn't love me no more. You grabbed all your clothes, except the dress I paid for. And I was surprised, your face was so calm as my world fell apart. It didn't hurt you at all. Said you didn't care, you'd made up your mind. Picked out your records, took the rest of the wine. The tone of your voice was so soft and sure, it was easy for you, like closing a door. For someone who says they no longer care, no feelings for me, you don't want to be here. For someone who says they're over it all, you sure had a lot to cry about. I saw tears on your pillow where you went to sleep, tears on your slippers that held your pretty feet. You cried on these old pictures of us, washing away
memories and dust. Tears on the book that you cradled in your hand. Tears on the bathroom in the place where you stand. You cried in the garden where we looked at the stars. Tears on the flowers you picked from our yard. If these ain't your tears all over the house, they must be from a man who let you down. If these ain't your tears like diamonds on your cheek, they must be from a dog lost on the street. If these ain't your tears, for I wrote this song, they must be from a man who knows what he lost. If these ain't your tears, tearing up my mind when I look in the mirror, I know they are mine. If these ain't your tears, tearing up my mind when I look in the mirror, I know they are mine. Oh, I know they are mine.
Thank you. Thank you for coming out to support Artichoke tonight. And I could say a lot about these songs, but tonight I think we're just going to present them as they are and not have too much explanation or excuses for why they exist. And we hope that they will meet you where you are and you can receive them how you choose. This next one is called Can't Get Enough. There's not enough whiskey in my whiskey. There's not enough smoke in my toke. I'm always wanting more. This time for sure. And I can't get enough anymore. Now my old kicks have lost their edge, and all my old friends are home with kids. I'm lonely, wish I was making love. Oh, I'm lonely, well, I'll settle for a hug. Now I wanna get to heaven before I'm dead, but the price to paradise puts me in the red. I'm loaded, I wanna be in the black. Oh, I'm loaded. Oh shit, hey Megan, can I borrow some cash? There's not enough whiskey in my whiskey. There's not enough smoke in my toke. Now I'm always wanting more. This time for sure. And I can't get enough anymore. Can't get enough of that fiddle.
seeing double. I wanted 2 times the fun, got twice the trouble. I'm leaving the bar. Oh, I'm leaving, but I can't find my goddamn car. Now every night I have a reoccurring dream that I wake up in a rat race, money machine. It's a nightmare. We're all living this way. Oh, it's a nightmare, and it's the middle of the day. No matter what I do, no matter how I try, no matter what I got, well, I'm never satisfied, yeah. No matter what I do, no matter how I try, no matter what I got, well, I'm never satisfied. There's not enough whiskey in my whiskey. There's not enough something in my something. That's right. I'm always wanting more. This time for sure. And I can't get enough anymore. Oh, I can't get enough anymore. Anymore.
Thank you. Megan Coyle on fiddle there.
Jason Ferris writing all the songs.
This next one's called Searching. I won't explain.
I tried to sleep away these blues, but this bed reminds me of you. Had to get you off my mind, so I got drunk on your favorite wine. I've been searching my whole life, got my eyes closed tight. I've been searching my whole life, got my eyes closed tight. So I tried to write a song about the dead hand of the past, but the song became a broken mirror. Now I'm dancing on the glass. I've been searching my whole life, got my eyes closed tight. I've been searching my whole life, got my eyes closed tight. I stumbled through the snow, way up on the highest hill. Saw horizons curve, looked around, no answers here. Then I looked at your face, surrounded by Lake Superior and sky. I leaned into the wind, you turned away, never said goodbye.
searching my whole life, got my eyes closed tight. I've been searching my whole life.
Thank you.
Thank you. I forgot my water on that table right there with that little cozy. Would you guys all like take turns passing it up and taking a sip? I'm into the gene pool of life.
That's perfect product placement for these beautiful koozies. We'd love to send you home with one. You know who to see.
This next one's called Musical Communication, and it might be about the healing force of music in our messed up world. The circus came to town, and it shot everybody down. Now it's tied up in the courts, while the ringleader laughs. People open his door. Television next day air, get polarized, get new hair. 7 billion people, but we're all alone. No one ever answers their telephone. I want musical communication, some kind of positive vibration. I want musical communication. In the church of amplification, the whole world is full of graves, traumatized from the glory days, mass-produced and paranoid. I can't find the one in all of this noise. I tried drinking, I tried drugs, I tried exercise, compassion and love. The doctor told me just to write it all down, set it on fire and dance around. I want musical communication, some kind of positive vibration. I want musical communication. In the church of amplification. Is there a place we can go? Help each other carry the load. I wanna find connection there, but I am afraid I will be too scared. I am afraid I will be too scared. I want musical communication, some kind of positive vibration.
sounds, musical communication. Don't tell me about your vacation.
Thank you. I don't think I've ever had an audience that found all the humor in the song. And that's such a dark, I thought that was a sad one. I love you guys. You're my peeps. Laughing at the darkness.
Yeah, it really can't be said enough what a treat it is to play for this kind of audience and to share the stage with all the other groups we heard tonight. It's really a high point.
Do we have time for 2 more? Sure. Okay. I guess this next one's about just a tiny little topic, love.
We got into an argument before we went to bed. Seems like you got it off your chest. Now it's all stuck in my head. And as I tried to go to sleep, my mind would not stop running. The weatherman said it's a clear night, but I know a storm is coming. Sure enough, there was a tornado, tossing, turning me, followed by a sneaker wave of negativity. And in the morning sun, you're standing in the light with a smile on your pretty face. You asked me how I slept last night. And in the morning sun, you're standing in the light with a smile on your pretty face. You asked me how I slept last night. They say don't go to bed mad. They say never to yell. I was buried under an avalanche. They had shovels to sell. Earthquakes rattle in my bones, friendly fire in my mind. I think I'll have it all figured out if I drink it through one more time. Then 1,000 hurricanes tried to blow away my tears. A strung out night is so goddamn long, it seems to go on for years. And in the morning sun, you're standing in the light with a smile on your pretty face. You asked me how I slept last night. And in the morning sun, you're standing in the light with a smile on your pretty face. You asked me how I slept last night. With a smile on your pretty face. You asked me how I slept last night.
I slept great, baby. I love you. Oh, thank you very much. This is going to be our last song coming up here. thanks to Artichoke for putting all this on and having us in here. We're glad to help out any way we can. Thanks to the volunteer staff in India for organizing this whole thing and the other amazing musicians tonight. And thank you all for coming out. This is so beautiful. We're used to playing in like loud bar venues and with a big rockin' band, and this is so much nicer. Don't tell the band I said that. Yeah, if you like what we're doing, consider joining our email list on theprairiebenders.com, and that's the best way to know when we're playing. We got a bunch of shows coming up, and we also have merch back there. But really, the best way to support us is to come to our shows, and we just feed off your energy, and it's great to play for people that appreciate what we're doing, and we love doing it for you. Okay, this will be our last one called "Wish I Was Hollow." And I'll let you decide if it's a happy or sad one. I wish I was hollow, nothing but skin, 'cause then it would be easier trying to be a human. And when I'm finally empty, I'll try to fill me up with beer and watch it leak through all the holes in my heart and in my soul. Whistle while you work. The world is on the brink. Turn the other cheek. When things are going bad, when things are going wrong, I don't like feeling always sad, but I write a better song. And when you find your soulmate, well, it's a bittersweet end, 'cause you'll never ever get to fall in love again. Ooh. Whistle while you work. The world is on the brink. Try not to overthink. Thank you so much. We're the Prairie Benders.
Thank you so much to the Prairie Benders. Well, this was such a pleasure. Thank y'all so much for being here. So much love and grace and joy in this audience. Thank you. Have a great night.